Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Jordan. Jordan is from Ohio, but he lives in Minnesota in the USA. So let's see what Jordan has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello Jordan, how are you?
Hey William, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you for having me today.
So tell me, how is your weekend going so far?
My weekend's going pretty well so far. Just don't really have too many plans. Just woke up. I'll probably do some mundane chores, all that stuff. But so far it's been really relaxing and really quiet.
And tell me where you're from, Jordan.
I'm originally from Ohio. I was born and raised there, and I now live in Minnesota. Been there for about 3 years now.
And why did you change from Ohio to Minnesota?
Um, so I went to school for media communication to pursue a journalism degree, and
Wow.
my first journalism job was in Minnesota. That's what brought me out here, and I've been out here ever since.
Wow. What's the biggest joy of living in Minnesota in your opinion?
Biggest joy in Minnesota. I mean, I love like the nature. It's a lot of green. I think
Uh-huh.
it's like really green, so I really enjoy the outdoorsy things that you can do here. And I mean, honestly, it's been really quite pleasant. Like I really haven't had too many complaints or any bad experiences out there. It's been pretty peaceful.
And all your family are back in Ohio?
Yes, most of my family are back in Ohio, and it's just been me out here in Minnesota ever since. So that's been quite the adjustment period, but I feel like I've been doing pretty well for myself so far.
Amazing. So you mentioned that you are studying journalism and also you're a voice actor.
Yes, so I was in the TV news business for about 2.5 years, and then near the end of my contract, I just knew it was something that I didn't want to do long term because it's a lot of long, demanding, and stressful hours, a lot of work, and like my work schedule just wasn't the best nor healthy for me. So I just knew
Okay.
that I needed a change. And that's when I discovered voice acting. Now, it's not something that I do like full time quite yet, but it was another creative avenue for me to pursue while I'm
Uh-huh.
still kind of figuring out like the transition part of my life. But I'm just happy that I was able to find voice acting. It's given me like another reason to just continue to push forward.
That's amazing. I think it's you be an artist, you work in the entertainment business, there's always different path to follow. And I think that's the beauty of it.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, like everyone has their own story, their own pathways to get to where they go, but just knowing that like art is just that medium that can bring people together, something that people can relate to. It's always just amazing just hearing from other artists, whatever medium they're in, just hearing their stories and how they find that balance between that and everything else they got going on.
100%. Jordan, so in the beginning of the interview, I always ask my guests on the show to bring something that means a lot to them. So that could be a gift, a picture, an object, anything you could share with us?
I actually have two. So for me, I the things that I treasure the most are things that remind me of home. So I mean, in no specific order. I have this cardinal because the cardinal is the state bird of Ohio, so it's just a nice little knickknack to just remind me of just where I come from and just where my true home is. And then the other thing that I brought with me is a picture of my dog. His name was Max. He passed away back in 2021, but I still like hold his memory close to dear to my heart. And he's just
Oh,
another thing that reminds me of home. So
oh
yeah,
my God, that's so sweet. Oh,
yep.
and how old was him when he passed away?
He was 15 years old.
Wow,
Hmm.
that's amazing. Long life. And how did he came into your life?
Um, From what I remember, I was really young when I got him,
Uh-huh.
and I believe it was just we knew like a family friend or somebody that just had a bunch of dogs. And you know, like when dogs reproduce, they reproduce in like large numbers, so they couldn't take care of all of them. So we got to pick and choose, and out of all the dogs, he was the only one that had hair, so he stood out. So we just picked him, and he's just been part of the family ever since.
Oh, sweet, very sweet. Jordan, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through memories in life and share your point of views?
Yes, I am ready to indulge in this adventure.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Of random fun questions. So what I'm going
Hmm.
to do, I'm just gonna play a song just for us to relax before the first question. Okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Right, before I start the interview, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about or maybe you don't want to answer, always can take another one, okay?
All right.
Amazing. First question is, which season of the year you feel more connected with and why?
Seasons of the year that I connect with. I would have to go summer, and not just because that's the season I was born in, but I've always enjoyed looking forward to summer, especially growing up, going through school. That was the season to look forward to. I know some people have like their reservations, and all the seasons are great in my opinion, but I just connect to summer the most because that's usually the way it symbolizes for me. That's truly the time when I really have a lot of fun, to where there's a lot more, at least in my experience, there's a lot more freedom to do
Mhm.
more in the summer, because wherever you are, you have the nice weather in the summer, so you're not like confined to the colds of the winter or anything like that. And you can just really go out and really see people outside living their life, and it's always just amazing to see.
Totally. You said something interesting. Somebody told me once that we feel very connected with the season when we were born. And you
Mm-hmm.
said you're born in summertime, so it makes sense. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and when you think about your childhood memories, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
Childhood memories. Oh my goodness. Childhood memories in the summer. I know when I was growing up a lot, we would always go visit family around the summer, and I remember always visiting my aunts and uncles and my cousins during the summertime, because that was like the prime time to visit. We would go over to their place. We would spend like several weeks over there just
Oh,
hanging out and catching up with them. So those type of memories were fun, just being able to get out and travel, and just being able to go to different states and not really be confined to just one during the summer. That was always something that I looked forward to each summer.
wow. And which person in your life or in your family that you feel more close to right now?
Oh, my mom for sure. Like, she's always like there. She always makes an effort to come see me, even all the way out here in Minnesota. So she's definitely someone that I feel very close to.
Wow. Okay, so she's watching this interview right now, and you have a moment and opportunity to send her a message. What would you say? She's watching.
I would say, Mom, I love you. I appreciate everything that you do for me, and just you going the extra mile just to continue to show up no matter what's going on. She never makes any excuses. If it's something that involves me, she will do whatever she can to be there. So I appreciate you for that.
Oh, sweet, sweet. I think our connection with our mom is so unique and, it's special. I think there is a bond there that we don't have with anybody else. So I get your point for sure. Amazing.
Absolutely.
Next question. Let's do it.
Woo!
Right. Next question for you is, if you could go anywhere in the world right now, right this moment, where would you go and why?
Hmm. I just have to pick one. I have a
One
lot of
place.
places.
One place to
One
go right this moment.
one place to go right this moment. Honestly, because I have a lot of places that I would love to go to right at this moment. Honestly, for me, I always enjoy just experiencing different cultures and just indulging myself in different cultures and just seeing how other people live their lives and what they value in their traditions. And I would say for me, I would definitely love to visit Tokyo, Japan. I know that's like a hot tourist and vacation spot, and that's just one of those places I've always wanted to go to for a long time, just to indulge myself in their cultures, customs, and traditions, and just learn more about the Japanese culture just by being there. It's something that I've always been fascinated with my entire life.
Same here, Jordan. I've always been so fascinated about Japanese culture. I think they are ahead of us, in the way they think, the way they approach life. They are so kind and, so respectful. There's something about the Japanese culture that I always be inspired by, for sure.
Hmm.
And when you think about life, what's the meaning of life for you?
Um, the meaning of life for me is just really going after something that you're really passionate about and just kind of treat it like there's no other plan, like no plan B. And it's honestly something I've been thinking about for just recently, just kind of like there are so many people out there that are hesitant or unsure about going after something, even if it's something that they know in their heart is something that they want to do. Logic gets tends to get in the way of what the heart wants, and people will say like, "Oh, I have these dreams," but it's like I don't know if I can do it. Like financially, I have all these responsibilities, which are all valid reasons. But like for me, it's just like I would say just really treat life like go after something that you're really passionate about. And it's okay to have a plan B, but treat your plan A like there is no plan B because if you keep thinking about that plan B, then you kind of psych yourself out to where it's like, okay, if I fail, then I have this to fall back on, but it's just like, no, just keep going for it. Treat it like you have no plan B even if you do. So,
Totally.
that's just kind of something that am I have learned and continue to learn throughout my life and experience of just going since I've been going through this voice acting journey for sure. Just go at it and treat it like this is like there's nothing else.
Wow, amazing. Very good. Next question, ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Next one. Right, before the next question, what have you enjoyed the most about, the voice acting career so far?
Um, Honestly, the community and being able to connect with other voice actors out there and just it's a very supportive community and it's been a lot. It's something that I didn't expect. Like jumping in, I was just truly blown away with how supportive the voice acting community really is out there. No matter what stage you are in your voice acting journey, everyone is just very supportive and wants you to succeed. And it's just been the best thing about it is just being able to discover who you really are as you go through it. I
Wow,
definitely learned some things about myself that I didn't know that I was capable of going
wow,
into it, and just now being able just to see all that hard work starting to come into fruition and just gaining more confidence and gaining more certainty of just like my place here. It's been a very eye-opening journey and something that I'm grateful for.
wow, amazing. Next question now. Do you have like a voice that you feel comfortable putting out, like a voice that you've been working on and somehow you ready for it or not?
Um, a voice. I do have like a voice because I've been working on just like trying to really hone in on my deeper registered voice and the roundness of my voice,
Okay,
and that's something that I can attempt
okay. So what are you
at this.
going to do? Can you put it out like a different voice or not?
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
let's go
I
for it.
would like you to answer the next question. With a voice that you've been working on or something that you feel very comfortable doing it. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So next question is, what makes you a unique person?
Ooh, hold up. Well, I would say what makes me a unique person is that, hmm, what makes me a unique person is honestly, I'm about to say something that may make sense and it might not make sense at the same time. But what makes me a unique person is that I can come off as someone that is very friendly, someone that's very inviting and approachable. But at the same time, there are times where I feel like a loner in a sense. So it's just kind of because I do a lot of things by myself. I like to go to the movies by myself. I like to go to dinner by myself. But just when I'm talking to with other people and hear their opinions and thoughts about me, they say that I'm very like friendly, which is something that I'm not surprised by, but I guess it's like an internal conflict of just kind of like I come off as approachable, but I still prefer my alone time. And I also feel like what makes me another thing that makes me unique is that hmm, I know like on this I know that deep down I'm a very, very hard worker and I am very passionate about what I do. But oh my okay, I try.
I love
Oh,
it. I love
that
it. Amazing.
it's such a tough question to answer because you say like unique, unique, unique. I think of like, okay, what's something that specifically I bring to the table that
You already
I, in a
did.
way, others do not. But it's
For
like, oh, that's such a tough question because I feel like at the same time I'm also in the process of learning that too about myself, about what makes me unique, while there's some other things that might stick out that make me unique.
I love your answer. And thanks for putting out the voice. Amazing. I love the voice. I love it. Amazing.
Also, I would say what makes me unique is that the sound of my natural voice. I have a tendency to end my sentences in more of an upward pitch, which is something I've been working on throughout my voice acting journey to where it doesn't become a hindrance of me, but it's something that I can definitely lean into if need be.
Wow.
But yeah.
Love it. I love it. And so interesting because when you mention about going to the movies alone or spend time alone, I love that. I literally go into the cinema most of the time. I go on my own and I love it. I don't see any problem with that. I know friends that they cannot go on their own. They feel they cannot watch a movie. I love doing that. I love going on my own. I don't have any problem with that. So it's something that I relate to you for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And saying that, Jordan, when you think about yourself, what's the biggest joy of being you? What do you like the most about being Jordan?
uh, the thing that I like about being me is just, and it took me a while to get to this point, but to get to a point to where I can feel comfortable about doing things and just truly being myself without having to worry about how I might be perceived by others. Like, of
Mm-hmm.
course, like, it's okay if you, like, care about what other people think, but don't let that stop you from doing what you want to do because people are still going to talk. People are still going to have their opinions about you regardless
Yeah,
of what they want. But as long as you're being yourself and just being me, then it's just happy. And it feels even more validating just to have people in my life that like me for who I am. And it doesn't have to be a large number of people, just the people that you value the most. So
100%.
that's definitely something that I enjoy about being me is just being feeling comfortable and being in a place to where I can confidently express who I am and just do what I want to do and try to enjoy my life however I want to enjoy it and just
Amazing.
keep it pushing.
Great. Very good. 3 questions left. Let's do it.
3 questions. Oh wow, I feel like we're flying.
Yes, time flies when you are enjoying, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What would be your ideal day?
Hmm. My ideal date
Day.
is oh day.
Yeah.
My I okay. My ideal day is you know waking up in good health, in good spirits, mentally, physically, spiritually,
Hmm.
and just being in a place to where I don't have to worry about things like bills, um, worrying about just any inconvenience that comes to day life. Um, being able to have time to do things, not allow myself to just be, I guess, in a way, being at a day job that you hate or somewhat tolerate,
Yeah.
spending 8 hours a day there, it would make such a big difference to have those 8 hours back, investing in myself and using that time elsewhere while
Yeah.
also being able to, pay the bills and just do what I want to do. And with that, and then also on top of that, I don't know, just being able to go out and explore, just being able to travel and leave without like any hindrances or anything, just being one with nature in a sense. So just to kind of, I guess to recap, being able to be in good health spiritually, physically, being able to have all the time in the day while also not worrying about if I can afford rent or groceries or any type of other bills, and just being able to go out and explore everything that the world has to offer, whether that's going to a different country, experiencing something that otherwise I wouldn't have the time or the money to do so typically,
Yeah.
and just really live a carefree life and just being me and just being there for myself, but for other people that I care about.
Wow. Amazing. Good answer. I love it. I think life is about that. It's about you exploring different ways, traveling, meeting
Mm-hmm.
people, being yourself. I think all of that's parts of enjoying life and have an ideal day for sure. Two questions left. Let's do it. Before the next question, when I was check your profile, it says there that you are a sports lover. Yeah. So, which
Yep.
kind of sports that you like to watch or to practice?
My favorite sports right now are basketball, football, and kind of under the radar, but it's something that I've been paying attention to a lot more because of the Olympics, track and
Yeah.
field. Growing up, I played basketball and I ran track and field and cross country. So
Wow.
I always, recently I've made it like a goal of mine just to continue to keep up with my long distance running. There's a park that I like to go to just run 2 miles or maybe like 8 miles, depending on the day and who I'm running with.
Uh-huh.
And just running is just, it makes me feel free. It makes me feel like free and just kind of removes all my worries for that time being because you're just
Wow.
so focused of getting to your destination.
Wow. Amazing. Okay. Next question is, if you had only 24 hours of life, what would you do?
Hmm. If I only had 24 hours in my life, what would I do? Honestly, if I only had 24 hours of life remaining, I would I honestly would try to throw like a big get together with family and friends that I care about deeply, and we just kind of spend the entire 24 hours together, whether that's a party or just being in each other's comfort, because time is very precious.
Yeah.
And obviously, if I knew leading up to that point I would only have 24 hours left to live, then I would do it much sooner. But those last 24 hours, I would just really enjoy being surrounded by loved ones and people that care about me,
Wow.
and just hear what everyone's plans are in the future when I'm gone, because at the end of the day, I just want everyone to be successful in their own way and to
Oh,
achieve their dreams. And if I'm there, great. But like you said, if it's only 24 hours left, I would love to hear those plans and ideas before I go, because, I'm sure it'll be a sad moment, but I at least want the people that I care about to have that strength to just move forward and carry on and achieve their dreams and goals and live their life to the fullest.
wow, amazing. I know you're very young, but aging for you is something that bothers you, or you just see as a matter of life?
Um, no, it doesn't bother me. It's just the way it goes. I mean, I'm 26 right now, and people still like ask or assume that I'm still in school and college and stuff. So
I
I
would
guess
never,
that's a
I could never tell you 26. I thought you were 22 or 21.
yeah. A lot of people say I look young for my age,
You
and I
do.
mean, I guess, I take that as a compliment, kind of badge of honor, because it's like, I mean, if I can delay the aging process by however many years, then go for it. I don't have any big secret or skin routine that I do. I guess I try to eat healthy. I eat like I eat like salmon, rice, chicken, ground
Wow,
beef, and get the vegetables in because that's important as well.
100%.
But yeah, like aging is just something that happens, and it's something that I'm honestly looking forward to. Like I'm looking forward to see what I look like at 30 or 40. Like, will I still look the same? Probably not. If I do, then I guess I'm doing something right. But come with age comes just experience and
Yeah,
just the opportunity to just learn more about yourself, because
100%.
like just going back to the previous question, just the meaning of life, just to add on to it, just being able to be a student forever, because even after school you're never done learning. You're still learning even in adulthood.
100%.
And so that's something that I'm always looking forward to, just discovering more about myself, learning more about me, others, and just the world around me. And that's
Wow,
just something that I'm excited for.
amazing. Last question, ready?
I am ready.
Let's do it. Last one. Okay, before the last question, being a voice actor, I'm sure you're starting now, but there's something so far that you've been through that you appreciate, or there is a situation that you feel very happy about it so far in your career?
Um, is there a moment or situation that I feel happy about so far in my career?
Yeah, as a voice actor, did you have a situation already or a moment that you feel like, oh my God, that was something nice to happen based on your career?
Um, I would say I've had a couple of those moments, like a couple of those moments throughout my career so far as a voice actor. I would say one for sure is just being able to invest in myself and my skills and abilities, and just getting the feedback from coaches that I work with. So I'm a part of a voice acting group called the Voice Acting Career Kickstart, and they had their EMP program and elite mentorship program, I guess per se. And what came with it was just being able to work one on one with industry coaches, and yeah, industry coaches one on one through weekly sessions. So being able to attend those, I really grew not only as a voice actor, but I learned more about myself and just my strengths and what things that I can work on. And I can happily say that after about a year and a half about of being a voice actor, I can say that I've definitely made a lot of progress, and I'm excited for what's to come. And another thing that I'm proud of is just past projects that I've been cast
Mhm.
in. I remember I got cast in my first like project back in April of last year. It was a narration about a book that an author was publishing, and I was able to narrate a couple of pages of the book, so that was a pretty cool experience.
Wow.
That was a big win for me, because that was my first voiceover job and gig. And
Wow.
Honestly, I've just been grateful for the entire experience of being able to learn and being able to continue to learn from other voice actors and coaches in the industry, and for the people that's taken the time to just really invest in me and being able to invest in myself to reach greater heights and to continue to make my mark in the voice over world. I
Wow.
mean, I'm just getting started, so I'm ready to work and continue to see what's coming my way.
Amazing. Very good. Next
Hmm.
question for you is, what do you like the most about your best friends?
Hmm. The thing I like the most about my best friends, like specifically, is just them being there for me and just knowing that like my best friends, we're like the type of people that we could go like weeks or months without talking, but as soon as we like talk, we just pick up where we last left off like nothing happened. Those are the best type of friends to have
Mhm.
in your life, and I'm grateful to have friends like that in my life. And just there's no judging in that friend circle. Like I feel comfortable being myself around them, and we just kind of click, and they definitely like help bring me out of my shell, just make me feel more extroverted, even though I definitely would say I'm more introverted in person or out in the wild. So just being able to just feel comfortable to just really be myself and knowing that there's no like judgment or jealousy within that friend circle, that's the biggest things that I appreciate.
Wow. Amazing. Okay, Jordan, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to say some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Okay, quick thinking.
Ooh, okay, I'm ready.
Let's start with money,
Um, desire,
family,
love,
fear,
hesitation,
life,
lies.
life,
Oh, um, experience,
love,
strong,
religion,
faith.
sex,
Oh, I thought I was about to be quick with these. Ugh. People,
um, politics,
um, choice,
friendship,
important,
desire,
goals,
regrets,
past,
success,
within,
wish,
blessing,
happiness.
sunny,
One word for Ohio,
Buckeye,
one word for Minnesota,
cold,
one word for USA,
large,
and the last one now, one word for voice acting.
passion.
Wow. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee and I'm going to ask your best friend. Define Jordan in one positive and one negative word only. What your best friend would say about you.
They would say that Jordan is a very friendly and reliable person, someone that's will always go the extra mile just to show up and just to be there for you whenever you need him. That'll be one. That'll be a positive. A negative is that Jordan can sometimes be a little moody. If I'm being honest, I definitely have my days to where I just kind of feel like out of it, but then give me a couple hours or like a day or two and I'm like back to just, you know,
Bubbling again.
yeah.
Amazing. Let's play now, Jordan, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Jordan, you can ask me a question now.
Okay, William, so I would say, like I said earlier, voice acting was, I would say, is like a big turning point in my life in terms of just self discovering and
Yeah.
discovering about myself. What was that moment for you? Do you have a moment in your life that you would feel like was like a turning point in your own self discovery? And if it is, what was it? And how did it like change like the trajectory of your own life?
What a great question. Right. You know what? This question that just made me go way back to my 19-year-old back in Brazil, leaving Brazil on my own all the way to Europe. Wow, like literally on my own. I just had a lovely lady who I called my second mom, and literally I came all the way from Brazil to Europe to Portugal, chasing dreams, chasing a better life, chasing a person that's, you know. So for me, that was a turn point because back in Brazil, I was already living on my own, but my parents, they were like 2 hours away, from me. So there's always a plan B. There's something went wrong, or if I need something, I knew in 2 hours I could just go to my parents, and there was always a support there. When I crossed the world on my own, there's no plan B anymore. There was just plan A. And that was something very challenging at the time. At the same time, very excited as well, because there was no plan B anymore. So everything is to be done by me. I was the only person, like driving the shape of my life. So there's no plan B anymore. So I think that's was a big turn point in my life because I became an adult very fast. I was already live on my own. I was already with responsibilities. However, it was just me. So for me, everything needed to be counted on me at the time. And so for me, it was a big turn point, and it changed the direction of my life because somehow I need to navigate through it on my own. I need to learn to navigate. I need to, figure out ways of living and work and all of that. And I'm so grateful for this moment in my life because it builds the person I am today. And I'm saying that I had high and lows, through the journey, and I still do. But at the time, a 19-year-old, my God, you don't have the support, like mentally or people around you for you to support. But I've been very lucky, Jordan, that people who crossed my life, they somehow connect with me. They were there for me. They helped me. They gave me advice. They support me all the way. So I've been very lucky regarding that. But all depends on my behavior as well. Everything need to be. I need to work on. I need to do something about it. So back to your question, that's something that's literally changed my whole life. Leaving Brazil on my own at 19-year-old. God, when I look back, I was like, wow. Anyway, so yeah, that's my answer for you. That's how somehow I got to Europe and I'm here and I'm meant to be here. So I think that's how life presented this opportunity for me, and I just embrace it. And yeah, I'm living a life now that I always was literally aiming for. So yeah, that's my answer for you.
That's so awesome. It's always because I couldn't imagine just leaving the country that I was born and raised in and just packing up and going to a completely different country all on my own and just building a life there, especially at 19 and it's
I
just
know.
you and you don't know anybody or I mean it's still it's still a different culture, probably a different language too, so just being caught up to speed on that is just I couldn't even fathom doing that, but you did
100%.
it and you conquered that. And like you said, there was no plan B for you, so you just so like you honestly had you really had no choice, but I'm glad
No,
that you were able to just kind of take on that challenge and really rise up and get to where you are today. So that's very admirable.
thank you so much, Jordan. Thank you. And when I say that, I'm so grateful for that opportunity. I think it meant to happen for me. and I just embrace it, the best I could. And I think that's meant to happen to me, and I'm so grateful for it, for sure. So yeah, that's my answer for you.
Yeah,
Did
absolutely.
you
I love that.
did you enjoy the interview?
I did enjoy the interview. It was a lot of fun, and just being able to chat with you and just talk and share my perspective of life, and just being able to just hear your story as well. It's always amazing just to hear other people's experiences through life, and just what really drives them to be the person they are today. So I'm glad I was able to add that to your show.
Thank you so much, Jordan. Thanks so much. I love to have passionate people here on the show. I love to connect with people here when they come with their eyes shining, talking about their career, about their life, about their family. And I think it's amazing. So thanks again for taking the time for the interview. Appreciate you for sure. And
Absolutely, of course.
before we go, if you can share a positive message, a positive quote, or anything that you live by.
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate what I said earlier about just if there's something that you're passionate about and you're unsure or uncertain about it, just go for it. Just do it. Like, no one, who are you worried that's going to judge you so harshly for going after something that you love? There's nothing to be ashamed of for going after something that you're passionate about. And like I said, if you have a plan B, that's cool. But if your plan A is going after something that you're passionate about, then treat it like there is no plan B, like there is no backup plan, and just go for it full force 100%. And just getting started is the hardest thing, and just continuing, that's takes discipline. So just get started. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't or will not be able to do something, because you have no
Amazing.
idea what you're capable of.
Amazing. I love the message. Thanks again.
Thank you so
Thank,
much.
thanks again. Regards to your family and friends, and you keep in touch. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Okay? Enjoy your day.
I
Take care.
appreciate it. You too.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.